Right, welcome to this Battlefield terrain tutorial. I think one of my favourite setups currently on the channel for terrain. So I plan to run through this with you in this video. As usual, I'll leave as many links as I can in the video description below. There is no reason why you can't replicate this terrain entirely. I'm going to show you the process so you can have tables just like this for your own games of Warhammer 40,000. So I'll go through stage by stage and you can just follow the steps along. You're welcome to copy some or all of the steps involved, but it's very doable. I mean, it may look a lot to take in, but if you go step by step, you can do it. So first up is the foundation here, and the great thing is you're able to use these battle mats. So this one here is from Gamemat.eu. It is 60 by 44 inches in size, so perfect for your regular games of 10th edition. The great thing about the battle mats, it just gives you that colour foundation straight away. So all of the work as far as the board's concerned is done for you. So brilliant graphics work on here. And it's a departure from the standard grey city fight here. It's got a blue tone running through. It's nice deep rough ground areas and some chevrons and markings as well. There's a yellow area across here. It just looks great, this board. Very atmospheric table, very grimdark, very appropriate for Warhammer 40,000. Now there's two aspects to this mat, because I've shown this display before, but this mat is different. First up, it has all the NEXUS markings on it, very subtly put in. These lines you can see running across, that's marking all of the deployment zones for you, for all of the missions, for the NEXUS deck and for Warhammer 40,000. So very, very useful for deployment. Also in the middle of the game, when you need to know if you're inside or outside different zones, the deployment zone, no man's land and so on, you can see it's all nicely marked for you. So very, very clear, very helpful for like a tournament scene, for competitive play, but also for your regular games. Just very convenient where you know all the deployment zones are. And then it's also giving you inch markings across as a reference, running all the way around the edge with this mat. The other aspect to this mat, and I'll leave a link for it in the video description below, is that it's double-sided. So there's actually another design on the other side, the Mars design. So in complete contrast, you've actually got your mouse mat material and then a design printed on both sides of this mat. So exceptionally good value for money. Just in the one mat, you're getting the two designs. Great for storage as well. Instead of storing two mats, just storing the one. So it's an excellent job there, having the two designs on the one mat. So that gives us our foundation. We've got, as I said, mentioned already, these blue colours running through. So I try to replicate that in the terrain. So this terrain set is mostly made up of the industrial terrain set from Gamemat.eu. You get 4 of these structures here. You get the large structure over there. You also get 4 of these containers, and you also get some of these pipes as well. And then you also get a set of these boxes as well, which are fantastic. So that's those. That's all part of the industrial terrain set. And I have colour matched it to the terrain, so that the whole thing just blends in. It's not taking me too long to do. It's mostly using sprays, and then also add some washes, and then the chipping effect is just sponge, and it takes minutes to do. So it's a very, very fast process just to shift the colours over to match in with this mat. I've actually already made a tutorial showing exactly how to do it, so I'll link that in the video description below for you, and that'll take you through to the video, and I'll show you the whole process involved. I think I'll show you how to do one of these containers across here. It is very, very quick and low skill levels, so you can do it. So do check out that video if you want your colours to switch over. It comes like a standard colour down here, like a brown. It's actually this colour around here. The terrain set comes in, so it's a shift over just by using mostly sprays and then a few techniques, and you get some very, very quick results. Once you have that terrain painted up, you see how it just blends into the board, matches up nicely. But a lot of people put off by painting terrain, but don't be. It's very, very possible to do, very, very quick. So really, that fills up most of the board. Then there's an individual piece of terrain that Gamemat.eu do. It's this piece here. It's called the Warp Portal. It's great as a focal feature, sold individually. And again, the same process I've used on here, I've used on this, just to bring that up to match in with the mat. And that pretty much fills up the board. There's a few pieces of Games Workshop Adeptus Mechanicus terrain across here, again using the same painting process for the rest of the terrain. Then that bulks out the board. The rest is made up of accessories, just to really add to the atmosphere and the realism of the table. So first up I'll mention is the walkways. You can see them here. It's good to see a lot of people now starting to make these. Guys have been sharing on our WhatsApp group as well, showing how they've been following the tutorial along. So again, I've done tutorials for these. On the one video I show you how to make these walkways. They're quite fiddly to make, but it's possible to do them. Once you have them, you can use them on all of your boards. And they're great for connecting terrain together, as you can see. The same process is used to create these posters. Same material, same process. And you can also use them, the same process, to make the chain link fences as well. So that's all in the one video. Again, I'll link it in the video description below. But accessories, once you have them, you can use them across all of your boards. There's some stuff from Games Workshop as well, the barricades here, tank traps and so on. There's a Munitorum container from Games Workshop, just to add to the table. You can also add in things, I love doing this, and that's dead models. So the feature on this table is a Tau commander and his slain bodyguard just at the center of the table, again just to add some real narrative and atmosphere to the table. And then the final finishing touch is stones and scatter, so that you've got the flat surface of the mat, your stones and scatter, just as you lead in up to the 3D nature of the terrain. And that's just your final finishing touches, but it just blends the whole board in nicely. And these are stones. I wouldn't recommend stuff that's been sieved and graded, because it just looks too much the same. Go for natural if you can, so from your beach and so on. You can pick up the stones, and I've actually then put them in a tray and sprayed them with the colours I want, which is some brown, some dark grey, some light grey, and that'll give you the natural finish there with the stones, which are then matching with the board. So there's multiple layers with this, but if you follow along step by step and follow all the stages, you can recreate the same table that you see here, and I'm very much a fan of this board. So I'll leave links for you in the video description below, both for the videos and also for the products from Gamemat.eu, the terrain and the battle mat. I'll leave a link for their website and also a discount code for 11% off across the store. So that'll be for all the terrain and all of the mats, and they're also shipping worldwide, so wherever you are, they can get these mats and terrain to you. As per usual, we'll fade out with some atmospheric music here for this industrial board. Thanks for watching. Keep a lookout for more videos in the series. Tune in next time.